everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Packers going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Rodgers going to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
They give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Watch it now. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up a throw. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run with Lynch, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They try again with Lynch. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Lutz now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Rodgers again now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down here after the incomplete pass. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stokes. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All right, here we go. Boom. All right, now look at Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Vincent Valentine able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
Detroit! Set! Green, 30. Watch it now. Detroit! Under 10.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, that play. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Preston Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So it's halftime here in New Orleans. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're trying to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll look to throw here. And brought in here by Flainer. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check, Patriot. Set. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's James. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Check, Patriot. All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Lynch fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. see if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it.